Hello everybody, excuse me looking low-key like shit right now, because I literally just woke up to hear this story overview trailer, and then I realized it was like 2 minutes, so we're gonna react to the gameplay overview trailer also, but we're gonna do the story overview. I've already seen the gameplay overview, but I want to break that down, so yeah. Also, quick announcement, this is probably gonna be my second to last Saints Row video before I live stream it. I'm going to be live streaming it on the 24th, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, if you're interested to see me play this game as a longtime Saints Row fan, then by all means, come on, step on through, have fun, enjoy. Hopefully you're there. Hopefully I see you there. I'm probably going to be streaming for like 2, maybe 3 hours. I already got my boss set up and everything from the boss factory. I'm ready, rip roaring and ready to go. So if you're curious about that, like I said, 3 p.m. August 24th, Eastern Standard Time. So let's get into the gameplay overview and let's see what it has to offer.
You have more agency and power than the world wants you to know.
How do we make a statement? We want to be more than a street gang.
We just gotta be a little more creative.
Last time we got creative, people try to kill us.
Okay. Okay.
To realize that power, there's something you need to do. You need to be your own boss.
It's our time now. Let's get this shit started.
Okay, they got the signature speech in there.
Company's nothing without me.
And the boss of your life.
Okay.
There's no one I want more by my side than those guys.
Life is full of adversity and challenges.
We took on 2 crews at once and walked away just fine.
Guys, I was shot.
Your friends deserve better.
You really think you have what it takes to bring me in?
You deserve better. But only you can choose to adapt to what life throws your way.
Okay.
You called for a ride? Good call. Let's get that money.
All right.
We're starting a criminal empire. And now it's time for us to reap the benefits.
Okay. More than
I come
3
for
games.
Your crown. Yeah, don't try to figure it out.
Yeah, point taken.
I would like to,
Good.
and wonder why
We do.
Algernon from Bully is in this game.
We call ourselves the Saints.
Do you really though? Still did not feel. I mean, the sizzle reel was cool, but it still didn't fill me with confidence though. Like, who are, like, I would need to know who the fuck these characters are. I mean, without having to go on to the website and be like, oh, here's the bio for him. Or, like, I thought it would be like a character overview, like, these are the characters, but I guess that's what the gameplay overview is for. So I guess we'll just take a look at that, because I know that the gameplay overview is a lot longer.
I know what it looks like. A brilliant plan gone off the fucking rails.
Yeah.
You think it's some pendejo messed up, and now all these poor bastardos gonna choke on an all
Yeah,
buffet
but
of
Steve
pulled
Jaros isn't here,
tacos.
so.
But I promise you, everything will work out exactly the way it's supposed to.
You sure?
Just keep your eyes and ears open. The next few minutos could mean the difference between becoming Santo Ileso's numero uno crime boss or just another notch in some punk's stolen gun belt. So how does an up-and-coming gun-for-hire like you wind up in a hot mess like this? Let's rewind. You might not know it yet, but you and your friends are about to found an institution, the Saints. And if you want to be your own boss, you're gonna need to bust some heads. First step in the journey is launching a startup.
Yeah, bro, they're
Really
really
fun kind.
really playing with
Criminal,
Dungeons and
not
Dragons
exactly on the up and up. And it
pieces
all
to
happens
plan
here
out their
in
criminal
the
ventures, bro.
southwestern
That's
paradise
hilarious.
Of Santo Ileso.
Try to keep up this time.
This dusty jewel is a hot spot for striking it rich.
I mean, the game looks pretty, though. The game looks pretty good.
Dusty streets of Mercado.
Like, I'm seeing this shit in, like,
Sprawling
HD
desert
surround
that
sound
guards
4K
our
up in this
city
bitch
like the
thing.
angel
This
of
game
death.
look
It's
good.
the ultimate
Like,
sinner's
this desert
playground,
is shining,
ripe with
it's
opportunity
glistening.
to make a quick
Neon
buck.
looks
But
good.
nothing comes for free.
The only thing that
Need
bothers me is that the
factories.
roads look
In
pretty
this
empty.
corner, you've got Los Panteros, Sergio's gang. They run a smuggling enterprise out of the Mercado and Barrio districts.
All right,
They have no
beefy boys.
hesitations about getting up in your business, so watch your back around.
All right. Let me talk about the Panteros for a second, because I've said this before in a previous video, like ages ago, but I do not mind the Panteros specifically being bullet spongy. I'm okay with that, because they're big, beefy dudes, and they come at you with melee weapons, so to really counteract that, it makes sense for them to be tanks, because they're big, like tanks, so they're going to be able to shrug off bullets like tanks. I know a lot of people aren't really crazy about the bullet sponginess in Saints Row, and I get that. In like the first 2 games, you shoot a motherfucker in the head, they die. They just fucking cease to exist at that point. In like the 3rd and 4th game, you had to shoot a motherfucker in like the head like 3 times at least. And in the body, they were kind of bullet spongy, and they were like, and just fucking turn around. But you know, I am not at all surprised that the characters are bullet spongy. We have sliders for the difficulty, so it's nothing that I would really worry about, you know, in my opinion. Yeah, let's continue. See, there's Sergio.
In the other corner, the idols. Now, these gatos are even more loco. I mean, just look at how they're dressed. These kids take homicidal anarchy to the EDM club. They don't even have a leader, just some...
Okay, so I've seen some gameplay footage of the idols, and they're supposed to be annoying on purpose, which is great because it makes you want to kill them. So the only thing that I don't really care for is the plot surrounding the codex. I'm like, what's so important about a fucking book? That's what you're fighting for? A book? I don't know, man. Taking control of the city sounds a lot more appealing than fighting over a fucking novel. I don't know, man. I don't know. They gotta build up how important the codex is. I hope it's very important. It's like, oh, secrets to the city and shit like that. I don't know. But I don't know. I'm assuming all of y'all know what I'm talking about because you research this game just like I do. But I don't know. A group of Macaulay Culkins go on to be a crime organization by taking out other gangs and getting a book. When you condense it down, it does sound pretty stupid.
A faceless group known as the Collective. They won't be stingy about investing in ammo, so be hot when you cross paths.
And I know that the idols also swarm you in their numbers, which makes them unique as in terms of combat. So like you have the Panteros, which are beefy, take more damage. You have the idols that just straight up swarm and flank you. And hopefully Marshall has really good military tactics. It really depends on how good the AI is.
And guess what? There's always another corner. Atticus and his marshals take privatized defense technology to some serious
I hate their
offensive
outfits,
levels.
man.
Capture and control is their
Like
motto.
blue,
You
white,
wanna
and
try your
green
human luck
just
against
don't
their
work
advanced
to me.
assets? Oh, you can. Just don't underestimate it.
I'm not supposed to be
Anyway,
modern
I don't
and
have to
shit,
tell you
but-
this. Ain't they your former employers? Way out in the desert, there is
Could've
another
been white and
wild
black.
bunch
That's
you
just
might
my
cross
opinion.
cacti with. All I'll say
Alright, these motherfuckers, these Mad Max motherfuckers, we don't know shit about them, and you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm great for that. I'm happy for that. I'm happy that we don't know anything about these characters, because it gives us something to be like, oh, what the fuck? So hopefully this storyline, I guess, is pretty good. I think it's like an outside help type situation where they're like, oh, we need outside help from all these people. We need these people to join our gang. And, you know, they're like, oh, what the fuck? Huh. We have a conflict of our own. And then you're like, hey, yo, we'll help you out. You help us out. And then we take out the rest of the gangs.
is if you do,
Hopefully that's
your
the
duct tape
situation.
and cardboard.
But also this scene right here is just corny to me. It's just lame. And hopefully they angle it in a funny way where I'm like, oh, that's actually really hilarious. But seeing the way it's being cut here is just ugh.
So you came to Santo Ileso with a head full of dreams and a drive to hustle. You got the skills to make the kills, but you're not alone. Eli will be your strategic business associate. Count on him to invest the profits from all that blood, sweat, and lead into your startup. And in case you're ever looking for gift ideas, he's got this thing for pump shorties.
I hope they make Eli interesting. The way from the stuff that I've seen when it comes to the characters, it doesn't fill me with confidence because everybody sounds so quippy and sounds like they make like MCU level tier jokes. I'm just like I understand it's a new Saints Row for a newer generation, but I don't know, man. It looks more like a bully. It just looks more like Bully and Just Cause, which I love Bully. But I'll take any Grand Theft Auto and most Grand Theft Autos over Bully. Just for the power fantasy. Like I'll take Bully for the campaign, but I'll take any Grand Theft Auto for the pure fantasy of, you know. And Just Cause definitely for like the explosions. Just Cause is only really good for one thing. You don't play that shit for the campaign. You just play it for the fucking narrative. You play it for the fucking gameplay of blowing shit up. It's like a mindless brain game. But I'm glad it's taking from it because, you know, Just Cause is kind of fun. And hopefully they angle it into a way where they make those elements of the wingsuit and blowing shit up kind of fun. Still, even after watching the story overview, these characters still do not appeal to me that much. I mean, the boss makes sense. You know, he's a charismatic maniac. I'm okay with that, you know. Like Kevin, a lot of people are still hating on Kevin. He's still getting cooked. But I don't know, man. I'm like, Kevin sounds like he's gonna be 110% nothing but cringe to me. Eli might surprise me. I have a feeling. I don't know what it is, but I have a feeling Eli might surprise me. Nina, low-key might just be a background character. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro.
When you need a fast getaway from trouble, Nina's right around the corner. She's not burning past cops. She's in the garage making sure the gang's whips are street illegal. Now remember to enjoy the good times while you're out there hustling. Your shirt-hating roommate Kev is there. He's a combination.
This scene looks crazy.
DJ, chef, and all-around thrill junkie.
That scene also looks
watch your
crazy.
back, Saints. They call this wild card the Nuwali. Word on the street is
Nuwali looks the most Saints Row out of Saints Row
What it takes to bring
right
me
now.
in.
To me, at
Holy
least.
shit.
I feel like
Every
Nuwali's
king
gonna
gets a
be like Santo Ileso's Johnny Gat in a sense. And I know that's a very bold statement to a lot of people that enjoy Johnny Gat and what he brought to the original series. But to me, I think that like the overly, like the propensity for violence type character, but has like a joyous attitude about it, should be cranked up to 11 with Nuwali. At least for me. But hopefully Nuwali's like a good character as well.
Right, before long, you'll be living large on 3rd Street in your Saints HQ. This is where you'll run all your major operations. You'll find it stocked with every amenity you'll need to expand your criminal empire.
Oh, let's talk about cribs for a second. Only 2 of them? 2 of them? So let me just go through the old series real quick. In Saints Row 1, you basically get to keep what you kill. You get Ben's penthouse. I'm pretty sure you get the mansion from Los Carnales, and then you probably get something from the West Side Rollers. In terms of like cribs, and there's like other cribs. I'm pretty sure. I haven't played enough of Saints Row 1 to really be sure about that because I've only played like the Vice Kings storyline. So, and plus I have it on emulator, so it's not really the 100% authentic Saints Row experience for the first game. I haven't played enough of the Saints Row game. I might stream the first game too eventually. I don't know, but if y'all want that, let me know in the comments, please. I'd appreciate you hearing that. Essentially playing Saints Row for the first time in the old series and timeline and shit like that. But anyways, that's besides the point. Like in the first game, you took other people's cribs. which made it feel so much doper, bro. Like, I'm like, I get to have Ben's penthouse? That's sick. It's a keep what you kill type thing. For the second game, yes, you had cribs, but they were all throughout the city, and they were all different and had different design. But the thing that leveled them up was that you customized them. Like, my top three would have to be the university, the lighthouse, and probably like the penthouse loft. Those are my three favorite cribs in Saints Row 3. You had like Saints HQ, and then you had a bunch of copy and paste cribs. Like, you could have done so much better. Like, you could have had Syndicate Tower, just color it purple. Like the Deckers, I don't know, Power Tower, or whatever the fuck it's called, like the power plant. And it could have you didn't have to change much except color it purple and just add points for crib customization. You could have gave a safe word and just added points for customization. Like, thing is, you could have had the elements from what made Saints Row 1 great and still put them in Saints Row the Third. It just made no sense to just make them copy and paste cribs. As for Saints Row 4, there were no cribs. So, yeah. You gotta have like a fucking dance hall or something for the fucking idols. Like a garage type joint for, you know, the Panteros. Could have had something from Marshall, but no. Could have had like 5 cribs and they would have been
But it
fine.
sounds like my kind of stupid.
We all have a story, and while I can't predict everything that will happen in yours,
Game
I do
looks
know
good.
that you are
Game looks
destined
good, though.
for a hell of an adventure as you and your saints rise to power. Find the twists and hard turns, and you'll emerge victorious with status, experience, respect, and
I already know the
all
soundtrack is
money
gonna
you
be
could
heat.
ever dream of. How you carve this road to success is up to you. Your criminal ventures taking over the city are where you'll exercise your free will as you shape your own empire from.
Up. I'm assuming this is Planet Saints. This shit looks good.
And fits, defraud the wealthy, open a chop shop, or train on robbers. Goals. Always remember, even criminals.
You know, I never understood why people were upset with FBS or freckle bitches and gym robs. Like, first of all, it's an alternate universe. It's a reboot. Second, one of them relates to a character, and the other is just corporate minimalization to me, at least. I know a lot of people were angry about that early on, but those are just my 2 cents about it.
For things sometimes, drop by local businesses to purchase, customize, and upgrade yourself and your valuables. You want to look like the boss of Santo Alesso? This place offers choices so deep you'll need a scuba tank.
Well, you know, I have a lot of practice and pent-up rage.
I hear that.
By the way, I hope you're starving for some authentic Southwestern combat. You can solve plenty of problems with bullets. Others call for a more bespoke approach. Don't be afraid of getting creative. You may even want some weaponry that'll bend the rules like you. If things get too hard, you know you can always call in friends from the outside. Of course, BFFs are also prone to messing with each other on occasion.
I'm assuming that's the co-op
Maintain
character.
a thick skin. And while you're working
Yeah.
your way up the criminal ladder, I highly recommend starting a vehicle collection. It'll be for business as much as pleasure. As the boss, you can pretty much take your pick of makes and models. But you don't gotta settle for this.
I don't know if I'm
standard
gonna.
trim.
I don't know if
Get
I'm gonna go
creative.
too deep
Turn
on car
heads with some
customization. Maybe in my own
custom
time, but
no one ever said it
on
had to be
stream, I
straight
might
legal, that man.
do something.
Blue
I don't know.
sky's the limit. So, we good? You understand the plan? Sounds like you're ready for some grande-sized life changes, Jefe. And Santo Alesso aims to deliver. Anyway, as I was saying before,
Some of these executions look cool.
everything will work out just fine.
Will it though? I don't know. We'll see on the 23rd, bro. We'll see on the 23rd. Yeah. So this might actually be my last video before going into Saints Row. But yeah, like I said before, live stream is gonna be on the 24th. I know I said that like 3 times, and I know you're tired of it, but it's gonna be on the 24th of August, 3 p.m. day after release. I just want that day 1 patch to be in, and also I work on the 23rd, so I wouldn't be able to have time anyways. So yeah. My final thoughts before heading into this game. I think at best it'll be good. At worst, it'll be very mediocre. I don't think this game is going to be an outright bad video game. I don't think so. I think it's going to be fine. But I don't think it's going to be good for every single person in the community. You know, some people are going to hate it. Some people are going to love it. You know, it's going to be a very divisive game amongst every Saints Row fan, if there even is a such thing anymore, with how much the game's changed. For me, I'm still a fan of this series. I fall somewhere in between. Like, I love the serious storytelling. I love it grounded. But I love all the goofy shit outside of it, and I love discovering secrets and stuff like that. So hopefully this game does that for me, please. That's just how I feel. I think it'll be okay. At the very least, it'll be okay. So, yeah, that's it. I will see you on the 24th next week. Or is it next week? I think it is next week. Or week after next week. Yeah, no, next week. All right, so I'll see you on the 24th next week. 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm pretty sure I left like I left like a link to the schedule, or not the schedule, but like a link to the stream. So I'll leave a link to the stream down below so you can, you know, get notified of when that's happening. So it appears on your feed. See you guys when I see you guys. We'll meet at Santo Ileso.